All right. Victor Osimhen swap deal discussed. You're obviously going to be led on what is obviously going to be happening. Who is expected to cross to the other side and Victor Osimhen to cross to which side. Then we are having a story about Jude Bellingham. Remember, yesterday he scored on his debut for the side of Borussia Dortmund. And guess what? Mikel Obi has something to say about him. And lastly, we are going to be tackling a little bit about Quansah to the side of Leverkusen. Here we go. Erik ten Hag getting himself another signing yet at the side of Bayern Leverkusen. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. So, where should we start from? Obviously, Volta Dimago has come up and obviously brought us a very big story for us to even discuss about. And he works for Space Media Sets in there, and he has told us that Liverpool want Victor Osimhen, aged 26, but Napoli won't make any discounts on his £46 million release clause. Liverpool have offered an equal exchange deal including Chiesa and Nunez for Osimhen, but De Laurentiis wants Chiesa, Nunez plus £17 million in order to make the deal. So De Laurentiis is the president of Napoli, and he's like, good deal on the table, but there is something missing. There is a dessert of £17 million that are really missing, and that's what you should obviously go in for. If you get us that, we obviously get this deal done and dusted. But I'm asking this president of Napoli, I think Chiesa Federico and Darwin Nunez are worth even more than £65 million, because however much he's not performing very well, I'm talking about Darwin Nunez, I think he hasn't gone ahead to depreciate to reach a level of really valuing him for like £40 million. I think the least you can value Darwin Nunez is is £50 million. You understand? 25 years of age, and by the way, last season 5 goals and 2 assists, EFL Cup 6 games, 1 goal and 1 assist, 9 games in the Champions League, went ahead to score 1 goal and 1 assist, meaning that he scored 6-7. I understand that his goals were not all that as many, but I think there is a player in him. That's why they're even willing to go in for him. I've gone ahead to see Fabrizio Romano putting out this story for a very long period of time. But finally, Liverpool have come up with a resolution. But for Liverpool, looking out for an outright number 9, I think it's better you did that deal. If Napoli is like hinging to that, because Victor Osimhen is really great, and when you get him for 65, I don't know how much Italian teams are really willing to pay for Federico Chiesa and Darwin Nunez, because for your information, the side of Napoli is looking in to sign the player. I think for Chiesa, he's worth £30 million. That is it, though he hasn't been playing oftenly. I think that's the reason as to why they really undervalue him. But for the side of Napoli, they want, I think, some money from this sale. So, but it's a good deal according to me. It's a good deal. If I'm Napoli, I take it. Get me Victor Osimhen, who doesn't want to play for me. He earns a lot of money weekly. You are getting in Darwin Nunez and Federico Chiesa. Federico Chiesa, who had already gone ahead to light up the league of the Serie A, coming in through, is really another boost. And I think it's really very important to give it the best of the best and to think about it in the shortest period of time possible, because Osimhen is a player that wants to be playing the Champions League and is a very good striker. If Liverpool gets Osimhen, I think they would have gone ahead to strengthen their side of really scoring goals, because it looks like Diego Jota is going nowhere, and they believe that they need someone who is not injury prone and is really proven on the European market. But when you look at the CAF Champions League that is going to be played in December. That means they won't be having Salah, they won't be having Osimhen if he signs for them. I think those are the African players that they won't really have in the due course of the African Cup of Nations. But one will say there is a season where they never had Salah, Sadio Mane, and this other, is it a Gambian player whom they bought from Germany that really went back. They had like 4 or 5 players out, and when they're really out, you know what happened. They really performed very well without those players, right? So I think those two won't really make a very big negative impact to the side of Liverpool, because they've brought in Vats and they've gone ahead to bring in 2 full-backs, Frimpong as a right back and Kokes as a left back, who are really good in creating chances, you understand? So they want to build a team that can really create very many chances from all over the pitch, such that even if you're not having Osimhen and Salah, the team can obviously be fluid, you understand? So that is it all about Victor Osimhen. I don't know what your thoughts are about the deal, but Liverpool has gone ahead to propose that on the table. Now, after that, today, 5 hours back, here we go, has been announced that Jarell Quansah to Bayern Leverkusen, here we go, deal agreed for £30 million initial fee plus £5 million of add-ons. Exclusive detail, Liverpool will have a buyback clause for Quansah to keep future control of the player contract until 2030. This is how Liverpool is going to hate to do it. I think when you sell a player to Bayern Leverkusen, you all know to it that you've let him, you've sold him there to develop. Quansah has been a very good defender, and I think returning at Liverpool is not a question. When he goes there, he'll obviously put up a very big show, and in the due course of him putting up a very big show, I think a lot will go his way. So I think £30 million plus £5 million of add-ons is a bargain for the side of Bayern Leverkusen, because they've taken a very good player. And I know Liverpool might have gone ahead to put out a buyback clause, and a buyback clause comes on with a sell-on clause. If at all we are not taking the player, we get certain percentage on his resale, because the player is really talented. And I know Liverpool can get him back at like £50 million, right? But before they sell him, they have to first inquire Liverpool, and I think they'll give themselves like 2 years. If it doesn't happen, the sell-on clause will obviously, the sell-back clause will really get expired, and the sell-on clause will obviously be there. And for German clubs, they have gone ahead to really know that they have to sell players expensively. For example, Frankfurt sold Randall Cole Muani for, I think, is it 80 million euros to the side of PSG. Frankfurt again went ahead to sell Mamosh to Man City, I think, for 80 million euros. Now we are having this deal of Florian Wirtz, 150 million euros. So that means Leverkusen, when they really get a very good player, they obviously have to sell him expensively, unless otherwise that player has a buyout clause like you saw against Frimpong. I think it was 42 in there, something like £30 million, and Liverpool triggered it. So Quansah to Leverkusen, I know he'll shine, and very many big clubs obviously gonna go for him, because at Liverpool his development would have gone ahead to be hindered. But where he has gone, I think Erik ten Hag will get the best out of this player. Now, Obi Mikel on Joby Bellingham debut said, he reminds me of a certain player I played with, Frank Lampard, 20 odd goals every season by being there and arriving at the right time. I think he's going to score a lot of goals for Dortmund, obviously. And when you look at the talent, I think his technique is better than his elder brothers, that is Jude Bellingham. But all we have to wait for is how he fits into the team of Borussia Dortmund, and how things will obviously happen for him, because he's going to be another player who is going to really shine and shine and shine, and will be sold for a huge amount of money. That is Job Bellingham. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rokani David is my name. Your thoughts on Osimhen swap deal discussed are welcome in the comment section below. Do you think Erik ten Hag will get the best out of Jarell Quansah? And will Job Bellingham be like a Frank Lampard? All that and more into the comment section below. Second video of the day, more is yet to come. Charge your phones because breaking stories are loading anytime from now. We out. Bye bye.